Okay, well, this yellow jasmine is beautiful. You know, it's a beautiful flower, right? And it smells so good. It's the first thing to bloom here in the late winter, early spring. It is poisonous, highly poisonous, and it's incredible nuisance when it comes to, getting this thing down near the ground when it gets tangled into the tines when you're tilling. This stuff don't break, it just wraps around. It's very strong and it kills trees. Literally, it'll strangle around branches. We just removed a bunch from a persimmon branches that we were air layering, and it was strangling them and killing them. So it's a fight with this stuff. You don't want to totally eliminate it, but in places where there's goats, it's a hazard. They don't typically want to eat it. If they eat a little, it doesn't hurt them. They've eaten some for sure, a little bit. But we just don't want it out here so much, so we're systematically getting rid of it. Right now, as we're clearing this corridor here, about 75 foot wide, going down several hundred foot down, we're going to be pretty much throwing this in with the wood, with the dead wood and everything here to be aged and crumbled and composted or burned or whatever. Any young pines like this, yeah, those are out of here. This is pretty much a deciduous forest right here. There's no pine. Nice. We like those kinds of woods. We like to rake up the leaves. We wouldn't be taking a bunch down, but we're making a corridor to get sunlight in and grow all kinds of berries and fruit trees and everything in harmony with the local natives. So we pull up these pines right here. Just uprooted another one here. But part of this whole thing is pulling down vines. Of course, we got that yellow jasmine, but there's other vines here that while you're pulling some of these, and if you get a feel for it, and if you're not going to damage the limbs of the trees, if you're not going to break anything, you try to pull these down. And you might end up with some leaves. Oh, this one happens to be the yellow jasmine. So, nope, this is the invasive one. It was climbing all the way up to the top of that tree. So this just goes into our pile of junk here. But what I was getting at is that some of these vines are delicious treats for the goats, like this one here. See, we pulled that one down. That is tasty to the goats. There's more of it in here. Laurel greenbrier is the main one we get down. There's others. So this is wonderful work. We're freeing the big trees from all the harassing little bent over spindly ones that don't have a chance anyways. The invasive vines. We're trimming some of the understory that's gone way off to the side somewhere, or way up too high, and getting it so it's going to grow closer to the ground where the goats can get to it anyways. And we just keep... You got to have a good backhand with a machete, folks, because, you can't do everything forehand. And the backhand is actually one of the most powerful strokes that you develop, left hand and right hand. If anyone has machete skills, we want to talk to you. I've been doing this for many years with a machete, actively for about 5 years now. But then you can go back to my youth when I sheared Christmas trees in a Christmas tree farm, and I swung the machete every day. Double machetes, one in each hand. And you go walk around and around. You keep walking around the Christmas trees and shearing them. Swift backhand. Another branch. Look, a machete is very effective. It has to be sharp. A dull machete can cause a bad cut, and you'd be better using loppers, like pruning and all. But a sharp machete can provide a better cut than a lopper, and a hell of a lot quicker. Hell of a lot more efficient with your time and energy. Get a lot more work done, and you can reach places that you can't with the loppers. Loppers are problems because you have to use two hands on them, and often you need to pull something down or reach something up somewhere. And so machetes are the greatest. The Brazilian Tremontina, and I've got some Colombian machetes there that I use, some heavier bladed machetes that can take down a thicker trunk quicker than any axe. All right, I'm gonna get back to work. Sun's going down and I need to get some feed over to the goats. This is their feed, all this wonderful green.